Welcome back. If you think walking alone is enough to stay healthy after 50, today's video might surprise you. Japan has more than 90,000 people living past 100, the highest number of centenarians per capita in the world. Yet in places like the United States, billions are spent every year on gym memberships, supplements, and trendy fitness apps, while chronic disease, joint pain, and cognitive decline still hit hard after age 50. So what's different? According to the content, it's not just diet, like sushi or green tea, and it's not simply good genes. Researchers studying Japan's oldest citizens, many still sharp, mobile, and independent well into their 100s, found something surprisingly practical. The secret showed up in small daily movement habits that Western medicine once dismissed as too basic to matter. But brain scans, balance tests, and joint imaging suggested these simple movements can have a real impact. The takeaway: longevity may come less from extreme workouts and more from consistent, purposeful movement built into everyday life. Following that idea, that Japan's longevity edge isn't just diet or genetics, the shocking part is what researchers and clinicians kept noticing. The secret was hiding in 6 tiny daily movements that look almost too simple to matter. In the West, people love extremes: harder workouts, louder programs, more equipment. But many Japanese elders build strength, clarity, and stability through subtle habits repeated every single day, often without calling it exercise at all. These movements were so basic that Western doctors once dismissed them as useless until more objective measures, like balance tests, brain-related markers, and joint function observations, suggested the opposite story. The message is brutal and freeing at the same time. You don't need a fancy plan to age well. You need a consistent movement lifestyle that keeps your body online. And that's exactly what those 6 habits do. They protect mobility, coordination, and independence after 50, without gym gear or complicated routines. If you want me to break down all 6 movements into a simple daily checklist, register now and comment Japan 6. So I know you're serious about doing it, not just reading. And here's the kicker that makes this whole thing impossible to ignore. According to the content, one of these 6 simple daily movements, done for just 2 minutes a day, was linked to an average 7-year increase in lifespan. That's insane, because it flips the usual story on its head. Most people think longevity requires brutal workouts, complicated programs, or expensive gear. But this claim points in the opposite direction. Small, consistent, repeatable movement habits may create outsized results, especially after 50, when stiffness, slower reflexes, and brain fog start creeping in quietly. The deeper message is this: you don't need more intensity, you need more consistency with purpose. If a 2-minute ritual can be associated with years of extra life, then the real problem isn't not having time. The real problem is people choosing comfort and excuses over daily action. And that's exactly why these 6 movements matter. They're low friction, easy to repeat, and designed to keep you mobile, balanced, and mentally sharp without relying on pills or gym culture. Continuing from that 2 minutes for 7 years idea, the first movement the content highlights is Sanpo, slow, mindful walking. This isn't your usual power walk where you chase steps and speed. Sanpo is done at about half your normal pace with full attention on how your body moves. The breathing pattern is simple but powerful. Inhale for 2 steps, hold for 2, exhale for 4. That longer exhale helps calm the nervous system while the slow pace improves control and stability. What makes Sanpo special is that moving slowly forces your feet to read the ground properly, heel, arch, and toes, so your balance system gets trained instead of ignored. In the content, it suggested that practicing on grass or uneven natural ground safely can be even better because it challenges the small stabilizer muscles and improves proprioception. The takeaway is clear. This is walking that trains your brain and balance, not just your legs. Building directly on Sanpo's slow pace and breathing, the next point is why it can improve balance so fast. Your feet finally do their real job. When you walk slowly, you can't cheat by slamming steps forward. You're forced to place the foot with control, heel, arch, toes, and that sequence wakes up the small stabilizers that most people neglect. The content highlights that your feet contain 33 joints, and when you move mindfully, those joints start sending richer signals back to your brain about ground contact and body position. That feedback loop is basically balance training in disguise. This is also why Sampo is recommended on grass, dirt, or slightly uneven surfaces, as long as it's safe. Uneven ground challenges your ankle, foot, and hip stabilizers with tiny corrections every step. Over time, those micro-adjustments build steadiness, reduce wobbling, and make your walking more confident, especially after 50 when falls become a real threat. Building on Sampo's slow pace and breathing, the next layer is what it does for the feet and your balance system. When you walk slowly, you can't cheat by flopping forward and letting momentum carry you. Your foot has time to load properly from heel, arch, toes. And that matters because the foot isn't just a platform, it's a sensor. The content points out that this kind of slow walking helps engage the many small joints in the feet and sends richer feedback to the brain, which is exactly what improves coordination and stability as you age. That's why practicing Sampo on natural, slightly uneven ground, like grass or dirt safely, can be even more effective. It forces micro-adjustments at the ankle, knee, and hip, training the body to react before you lose balance. In plain terms, Sampo isn't cardio walking. It's balance training disguised as walking, and that's why it's so valuable after 50. Continuing from that, the next movement in the list is Radio Taiso, a short Japanese morning routine, about 3 minutes and 15 seconds, built from 13 simple rhythmic moves: arm circles, gentle bends, side reaches, light knee lifts. The magic isn't intensity, it's continuous full-body motion that warms tissues, wakes coordination, and greases the joints so stiffness doesn't own your day. Done daily, it becomes a switch that turns your body from rusty mode into ready mode. If you want, I'll lay out a clean, repeatable daily schedule combining Sampo plus Radio Taiso so you can copy-paste it into your morning. Register now and comment radio, so I know you're actually doing it, not just collecting information. Continuing from Radio Taiso's ready mode effect, the reason it works, especially after 50, is that it restores joint lubrication and movement range before stiffness locks in. When you move your arms, spine, hips, and knees through gentle, repeated patterns, you help circulate synovial fluid inside the joints, which makes them glide more smoothly. That's why people who do short daily mobility routines often report less morning stiffness, fewer creaky steps, and easier motion in the shoulders and hips. And the content goes further. Regular practice is associated with practical wins: fewer falls, less back discomfort, and better maintenance of hip and shoulder mobility, not because it's intense, but because it's consistent and whole body. It's the opposite of the Western mindset of do nothing all week, then smash a workout. For aging well, rhythm beats drama. So Sampo trains balance through slow, mindful walking. Radio Taiso keeps the joints and nervous system online every morning. Together, they build a body that stays usable, not just alive. Continuing from how Sampo and Radio Taiso keep the body online, the next habit, or 4 in the list, is the deep squat rest. Basically, being able to relax in a full squat with the heels down and the spine long. In many modern lifestyles, people lose this position because they sit in chairs all day, so the ankles stiffen, hips tighten, and the knees stop trusting deep ranges. Japanese elders often keep it because they've spent a lifetime sitting closer to the floor and using squat-like positions in daily life. The value isn't fitness points, it's function. A deep squat rest can help maintain hip and ankle mobility, support stronger legs, and keep the body comfortable in low positions, things that directly affect getting up from the floor, using the bathroom, gardening, and preventing falls. The key is to rebuild it gradually. Use a chair or wall for support, place a small towel under the heels if needed, and hold a comfortable depth for 20-30 seconds, then slowly increase over time. Building on the deep squat rest, the content explains why this position is such a big deal. It's like a maintenance pose that keeps multiple systems from rusting at once. When you can sit in a deep squat, even with support, you're opening up hip range of motion, keeping the ankles mobile, and teaching the knees to tolerate flexion safely. That combination directly translates to everyday ability, getting up from low seats, stepping down stairs with control, and moving confidently without feeling fragile. It also highlights added benefits people don't expect. The squat can help decompress the spine when done with a long neutral back, and it may support pelvic floor function and bathroom mechanics because it's a more natural resting posture for the body. But the key is progression, not ego. Start beside a wall or hold a chair. Place a rolled towel under your heels if they can't stay down yet, and hold 20-30 seconds at a depth you can control. Over time, you reduce support and increase comfort, slowly, consistently, and safely. Continuing from the deep squat and floor-level mobility, the next habit, EMER 3, is brutally simple but incredibly powerful, standing on one leg. Japanese doctors commonly recommend 1 minute per leg, twice a day, because balance is not just nice to have after 50, it's survival. When you stand on one leg, your body has to make hundreds of tiny corrections through the foot, ankle, knee, hip, and core, while your inner ear and brain coordinate stability in real time. That's why this drill is linked to fewer falls and better independence. It trains the exact system that stops you from crashing when you trip, turn quickly, or step on uneven ground. Do it safely. Stand near a wall or chair, keep your posture tall, eyes forward, and breathe normally. Start with 10-20 seconds if needed, then build up. Don't be soft. Be consistent. If you want the full daily Japan 6 schedule in one clean checklist, register now and comment "balance" so I know you're actually taking action. Continuing from one leg standing, the next habit, first 2, goes even more real life. Transitioning from the floor, down to sit, then back up to stand. Japanese elders naturally do this many times a day because they spend more time closer to the ground, so the movement never disappears. That matters because floor transitions train a whole chain at once: leg strength, hip-ankle mobility, core control, coordination, and joint confidence. The content also highlights a powerful marker. The ability to sit down and stand up without using your hands is strongly associated with better overall function and a lower risk profile as you age. It's basically a full-body truth test. You can't fake it with motivation. Start smart. Use a cushion or mat, practice near a stable chair, and use one hand if needed. The goal is to reduce assistance over time, not force a perfect rep on day 1. When you own this skill, you're not just exercising, you're protecting independence. Continuing from floor transitions and balance, the final movement, number 1, is deceptively simple: the towel twist. You hold a towel at about shoulder height, pull it gently taut, then rotate your upper body left and right, pausing for about 3 seconds each side. It looks almost too easy, until you realize what it trains. The towel gives you a connection cue that engages the shoulders, upper back, and deep core stabilizers, while your spine practices controlled rotation. That matters because aging often steals rotation first, and when rotation disappears, your body starts compensating with the low back or the knees. The content suggests doing this in the morning and again before bed for about 2 minutes to keep your trunk mobile, posture open, and coordination sharp. Pair it with the earlier habits, and you're not just exercising, you're maintaining a body that can turn, reach, and react without breaking down.